Well, good morning, everybody. So, had a long day yesterday. We got all those trees and all that stuff cleared up, and also went ahead and got the grass put in, and we also got chickens while we're here. So, that took a little while, but we got it all done, and we do have chickens, and I already got boxes of the eggs that they gave me. So, we got a pretty good operation going on here. Let me show you. We've got ourselves, currently got 3 roosters, 195 chickens in one coop, and then 70 chickens in the other coop there. So currently doing pretty good. They're a little bit low. Let me check this again. A little bit low on cleanliness there. So yeah, they've been tossing their feet out again. So we gotta get that cleaned up just a little bit, but we can take care of that later. We also need to refill their feed some too, so we'll probably do that once we get back. But right now what we got is we've got equipment to go and pick up. So there's a lot still honestly to do in this piece of property. We got the house issue where basically that's going to need to be torn down, so I'm going to have to get that taken care of. Let me go ahead and while we're here, I'm going to load up those boxes of eggs that I got. I also need to close the gate. Here we go. But yeah, we got equipment. We got it leased, so we do have equipment that I should be able to use. Put in the boxes of eggs here and hopefully be able to sell these while we're on our way. Here's the plan. Oh, just got another one. Sweet. So chicken's doing a good job at producing eggs for us here so far, so luckily we got them on the right feed apparently, and they are doing pretty good, so definitely like that. So anyway guys, if you don't know what this is, welcome back to the Indiana Chicken Farmer, as we are starting ourselves a chicken farm here. Let me go ahead and drive around to the other side. So we're going to take the trailer, because as I said, we got several pieces of equipment that I have gotten on lease. So let me tell you, it was not cheap. And we got ourselves a ton of eggs here. Good night. But yeah, we're going to get all these eggs loaded up. We're going to take that to the local farmer's little farmer market shop. Get them sold, and hopefully that'll give us some more income here for the eggs. Gotta kind of load them up as we go here. But yeah, we got ourselves, ooh, lost that one. Got ourselves a new tractor that we're gonna get. So brand new, well not brand new, new to me. John Deere on lease. Hopefully that stays there. And then we've got ourselves all the equipment we need to do field prep. So we're gonna get it plowed, fertilized, and then at some point we're going to seed it for grass, so hopefully get the best grass population that we can, because we definitely need some of that. So we're going to be planning to try and do some hay with that, get into my backup cam, and hopefully be able to start cutting that up and taking it down and stuff. So we got a lot more that we need to do just building wise. I mean, we got $448,000 left in the bank currently, but a lot of that's going to end up disappearing as we're leasing equipment, because I've got the house that's got to be torn down, that's for sure, and then I'm going to need some more farm buildings at some point. So we got a lot that we need to do. Also I got that go get this on its way. We got the mobile mechanic guy coming. He's going to be taking a look at that old truck in the gully and hopefully getting that out of here so that we can move things along. So that's the plan on that. But yeah, we'll go to town here, stop by the little farmer market shop, and sell our eggs hopefully. And then we're going to go pick up ourselves some equipment. I think we have a truck rental, so we can take some of the big stuff on one trailer and trip and be able to bring it back to the farm. So I do like this town. This is a pretty neat one. So nobody coming, go ahead and get on out here. So we got a pretty nice little fog haze this morning, so not too bad. Let me pop up my map here. I'm gonna go down Main Street, but I need to remember where exactly I need to go here. Turn on in. So it's gonna be right here on the side. I can't remember if it's... oh, there it is. So it's right after City Hall here. Right here. Just pull on in. See if we can't sell ourselves some eggs. I forgot how we had to do this. So, they're really particular about how you do this. We have to have them on the ground and stuff. We can't just leave them on the bed for whatever reason. There it goes. So, I mean, it does work, but it's a little weird mechanic. There we go. So there we go. We got a good amount of income on that. Sweet. Okay, so turn off my signal and we'll drive on out. So yeah, pretty good deal on some eggs. So we got more, obviously, that we can bring along. I think what it is that we need to put it on a flatbed trailer to be able to help them be able to easily get that out. And that'll probably speed up our process just a little bit. But other than that, seem to do pretty good. So, let's see. Ooh, this road is bumpy. Alright, so let's check out the equipment we got here. So we got an older John Deere tractor for right now. It's got quite a bit of horsepower from what I remember. So, yep, there it is. So, let's check out the equipment we all got. Alright, so this is the John Deere we were able to lease from them here. We got the 4440, so pretty good amount of horsepower in this thing, enough to be able to pull the equipment we got. We got a starer, planter here. We also got ourselves a plow, up over, and then we got ourselves a cultivator, we got a fertilizer, and we also have a mower for when we actually start mowing the grass. So we do have that. So anyways, we're going to take the shop truck set up here, going to take that to the farm, get this stuff unloaded, and then we're going to come back with this, probably drop this off, and then grab the John Deere and move on from there. So we'll be back in a bit. Alright, so we made it back with a little bit of an issue, so we're going to have to come back for the cultivators. That did end up falling off, but other than that, a pretty uneventful trip here. So I'm going to squeeze this on through, get the planter and the tractor here loaded up. Hopefully. See how this works. And we're not going to be able to get the planter on first time, so we're going to have to drop that off. There we go. Alright, so we'll take the tractor on over. I'll have to come back and grab that cultivator a little bit later. And of course, the train had to come. So we're here waiting for the train. Nothing else happened. Absolutely nothing happened at all. You can just ignore the last few minutes. So while we're here waiting for the train, like the train's gone. Thank you. Alright, so here we go. Now we're going to get this tractor to where we need to get it. And then we got to come back and figure out how to get the rest of that equipment a little later on. So luckily this old truck does a pretty good job at towing and everything, so that's certainly nice. But yeah, the load-weight ratio definitely isn't what it needs to be. We're going to go ahead and go straight here. So there's a little dirt road that we can use to get back to the farm from this way. So we'll use this a little bit more often. But we'll see when we get this thing back. Alright, here we go. So we got the tractor back. Get this pushed back off. There we go. So we got that. Now just got to figure out how to get that cultivator and the planter here. So that's going to be an interesting thing to get done, but we should be able to do it. So we'll get ourselves turned around here. Actually, I'm going to need a drive. So we'll just drive around this way to be able to get around. Yeah, we'll get back to the shop and figure out how to get that taken care of, because that's going to be kind of interesting. That's for sure. I can honestly say it's not the prettiest job, but it does work. So we're going to get this stuff back here, hopefully, without too much trouble. Going to take things nice and slow, that's for sure. But yeah, this turned out being a little bit more of a problem than I had originally anticipated. So I gotta watch my front wheels, as this thing is pretty heavy. We gotta get through this railroad crossing here. But yeah, it's actually a little bit smoother now that we got it going. Worst thing, as I said, is steering. Shoot out of the way, there we go. Alrighty, once we get back to the farm, we'll probably try and show you what we do unloading. Well, that was eventful, but we got it all back here, luckily. So that was definitely an interesting way of going about getting this stuff back to the farm, that's for sure. So we're going to get this trailer put away here real quick. Then we need to do some cleaning in the chicken stalls real quick, and then we'll show you kind of what we're thinking long term on stuff. And we got some more eggs that we could potentially do some stuff with as well. I got that real cockeyed. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So we got the guy coming with the mobile wrecker, so he'll be coming back here in a second. So let me just pick this tractor out, and we're going to fill up our feed here again for our chickens. Now I need some sort of, yeah, I probably need some sort of low-end trailer to really take care of the egg runs, more than likely. Go ahead and take care of these guys over here. We have basically run out of wheat there, so we're going to need to make a wheat run. Let me go ahead and get this real quick, and we'll try to refill. So this thing was able to sweep up all the extra grain and stuff. There we go. So this is able to sweep up all this extra grain and stuff, and then we can put it right back in, which makes things very, very helpful indeed. Go ahead and get this sweeped up here real quick. There we go. Then we can just take it from the back and dump it right back in here real quick. There we go. So yeah, this thing is sweet, runs like a dime, and makes things a lot easier when it comes to getting this cleaned up from the chickens, because they make a mess. Chickens are messy eaters, I can tell you that right now. Alright, I think we got a little bit of... Nope, we are actually out of grain entirely. So I need to take this to town and get it filled up with some more grain at the moment. So, let's see, I'll need to take the new John Deere to be able to do that. So, I'll get that taken care of here in a bit. I just need to check a few things first. because I'm not taking this Massey Ferguson out, that's for sure. Let's just park you there and get the John Deere hooked up, and we can drive it back down to town, because luckily this thing does have a 32 mile an hour top speed, so that makes things nice. There we go. So this thing does end up being pretty good. Plus, also, I did need to take it back and pick up a weight for the front. I am going to need that. So another little cost there. We got ourselves several eggs. That's pretty cool. So let's check on the animals here. Gotta get into the roll. So checking on the chickens, yeah, we definitely need some more wheat / barley, so we will go and pick that up. Cleanliness, as you can see, is doing pretty good. We actually have some offspring happening, so we got some chicks that are starting to take place, so we are actually adding chickens, so that's pretty neat. So, alrighty, we'll see if that, if the mobile guy arrives here in a few minutes, then we'll get going down the road. Alright, so the mobile guy is there. He is working on stuff, so we got him getting all that done. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and keep on moving. So we're going to go pick up a weight for the tractor, and we're also going to get ourselves some more wheat / barley to be able to feed the chickens. We'll probably do some barley just so that we mix up their diet just a little bit. Alright, so there we go. We got several $1,000 worth of barley that we're going to take back and feed the chickens. So we do have that now. I'm going to go over here and buy myself a weight real quick. So we got ourselves a $800 weight. So all this stuff's really kind of adding up fast. That's why we're not spending money super quickly on everything, just in case. So there we go. So we picked ourselves up a weight and we get ourselves some barley. So one thing we're going to have to do is get ourselves a grain bin so we can buy this stuff in stock and hopefully be able to get stuff picked up a little bit all at once, be able to fill that up and then just take and go for the chickens. But for right now, we're not spending a whole lot of money on renovating the property to the biggest extent. The first thing we gotta do is get permitting and stuff to tear down the house, because that thing's gotta come down, because it is not worth trying to renovate or anything. So we got that. Then I'm gonna need to, at least for property value sake wise, depending on if I keep it or not, really be able to get a brand new house and stuff. But luckily those chickens seem to be pretty profitable at the moment. And we're gonna make a habit here of actually stopping if we can, just in case, because well, we don't need tickets. Tickets aren't a good thing. So anyways, so now we got ourselves some barley that we're going to put in with the chickens, get that fed to them. We'll see how they like that. And then I think we're going to call it a day here. Hopefully see if that truck's up and stuff, and be able to get that taken care of. So we'll probably park this first and see if he's got the job done. And then we'll probably get this taken care of a little bit later. But next up, we got grass field plowing. So we're going to get that plowed up, fertilized. Got to pick up some fertilizer too. That's going to be another thing we're going to have to get picked up. So, but yeah, since we got the sandy loam and all that, we're going to want to make sure the grass is as healthy as possible if we're going to do it. Definitely don't want to be mowing cheap grass, so we're going to get the best price we can. So get that fertilized, see if we need to do like any lime or anything like that. So get the property checked out. So definitely like how fast this thing drives, that's for sure. Oh, but there he is. He's got the rig set up right there back behind the shed. So it looks like he's getting that pulled up. We'll go park this over here for a second and go help him with that and see what he's got going on. Alrighty, so he's saying that yeah, basically the whole thing's shot. It's not a good idea to run it or anything. So we're gonna probably end up selling this. This should be pretty cheap to get it out of here and stuff. Probably just end up being scrap, unfortunately, just because engine's not worth taking a look at. It is basically his thing. So gotta settle up with him and stuff. But basically we got that done. So that's definitely nice. Alright, so we got the body stored nicely, so luckily we got that, and luckily chickens are doing pretty good, so we'll wait until they get all finished up before we load them up with some more. So seems to be doing pretty good here. So, alrighty. We got the chicken stuff taken care of. We got the truck up, and we're going to get this guy's bill settled. But other than that, guys, just getting the logistics stuff taken care of. We got the stuff here that we need. Currently we're keeping the lease on this skid steer for the moment, just because I'm going to see if we can't do some more clearing and stuff around the property and whatnot. So we're going to get more of that done hopefully in the future. So we're keeping that for the moment. We're going to keep its trailer too. So basically we've just been leasing the trailer as well. So next up, we got to see what we can do grass field wise and figure out how we're going to get all that done. So logistics, logistics, logistics. It's fun. So, and also we'll probably need to do another egg run here in the future as well. So anyways, we're going to cut the video off there, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we're going to see what we can keep doing on the chicken farm. Bye bye.